Hello, my name is Gregor Sivic. In this tutorial, I will show you how to use Qt Designer to create a custom interface using GNU-plot widgets. To do that, we have to be in our SOLPS GUI directory, source the setup environment, and run the designer, like this. This will open the designer and load our SOLPS user interface. We will upgrade this user interface by giving it a new tab page containing a few plots. On the left side we have a sidebar for plugins on which on the bottom there is our custom SOLPS widgets, and on the right we have the utility sidebar, object inspector, property editor, and signal slot editor. First we will create our custom tab like this, and now we will populate it. First we will rename it by clicking on it, entering in the filter text, and change the current tab text from page to plots. Now let's populate this tab area with some of the GNU-plot widgets. Just click on them and drag them on. Now what these widgets really need right now is the command to which SOLPS command to plot, which run directory, from which run directory, and when to plot. For the when to plot, I will use a push button when I will click on it, they will hopefully plot. So we have these 5 widgets, and right now they're not as static as we would like. So we will fix that quickly by just right-clicking on the background area and selecting layout and layout in a grid. Now, of course, this push button is a bit too big and we have a lot of spacing we will remove. First, for the push button, we have it selected. Remove this text from the filter area and go to the size policy and set the horizontal policy for the size policy to fixed, so it means it will be small. But right now this made the whole thing look even uglier. We will solve that by first clicking on this left GNU-plot widget, and as you can see we have already the correct property we want to edit selected, the horizontal policy, which is right now preferred. We will change that to expanding, which basically makes everything wrong on the other way. So we will click again on this right GNU-plot widget and the same thing. We do the same thing. Change the horizontal policy from the preferred to expanding. And voila, we have something which is a bit more presentable. Right now we will, of course, deal with these spacings around these widgets. First, we have our GNU-plot widget selected, and under the object inspector we will go to the parent of this widget, which is tab 19, which is basically this tab page. Click on it, browse down under the properties until we get to the red area, which is basically the spacings and margins. As you can see, we will remove every non-zero value, or we'll change every non-zero value to 0, which is basically the spacings, the margins, everything has to be 0. With this, we lose the spacings and get some more widget area, which means bigger plots, at least a few pixels. And let's see if this is, yeah, okay, correct. Now that we have our widgets, we have to first connect them to the correct signals. Each of these widgets have a slot in which they receive data, like which run directory is it, when to plot, and which to set the SOLPS plot command. So first of all, we will connect this push button to these 4 GNU-plot widgets. Now this will be a bit easier because we can do that visually. First, click on the edit and go to the edit signal slots mode. This will change the layout a bit, or basically the colors. So first, right now we click on the push button, mouse left click, hold and drag a connection arrow to the first GNU-plot widget for SOLPS. Now we have a dialog in which says the left side is the signal from the push button and the right side is the slot for the GNU-plot widget. So I will first, as you can see, clicked, which is basically what it says. It does what it says. Whenever this widget is clicked, push button, this signal will emit, or basically this will be a vent. On the GNU-plot part, we will select the execute SOLPS plot command. So basically means when we click on the push button, you start plotting the SOLPS plot command. And we have to do the same for all the other three widgets. Of course, I just noticed that this push button still have the same name, push button, which we will change it to this plot or plot now. But first of all, let's connect all these signals to the correct slots. This will be the easiest way because basically it's graphical. Click and drag and drop. Okay, now we have to connect the other signal, which is basically to set in which run directory we currently are. First, we go to the edit widget mode. First, of course, let's select the push button, text, and push button plot now. Okay. In this case, I will remove this because we don't need this. Let's go here. We will use the signal slot editor, and first we will use the director, which is basically a widget which tells other widget in which current run directory we are. And this signal, in which current directory we are, basically is executed when we change in which run we are in the run step. So we create a new signal. For it, we will select the sender as director. And when this will, okay. Director, run your pass through. This is the signal which basically tells, hey, we're in a new run directory. Change to it. We will select the gnuplot _2, which is basically the object names of these 4 gnuplot widgets. And the slot will be set rundir, which is basically here. And we have to do the same for all the other widgets. So basically a new signal slot. In the sender again is the director. The signal is rundir pass through. Of course, we basically can combine these signals whatever we want, but in this case we will use this. 1, 2 down, 2 to go. And this will be basically it. Oh, sorry. This will be basically it. We don't have to do anything else. This is it. Oh, except we have to change, I just forgot, one last thing. We have to change, or we have to give this gnuplot widget which SOLPS plot command to do. So for set rundir. And the gnuplot widget 5, basically from the director, rundir pass through, gnuplot 5, and the set rundir. This is basically it. This is the hardest part ever, actually. Clicking. Now we have to change the SOLPS plot command for these widgets. Click on the gnuplot widget. We need the property editor again. We don't need this, we don't need that. We go here to the view. As you can see, the property editor is basically called with Ctrl-I. And we expand a bit, remove this filter, go to the bottom of the gnuplot widget, and you can see there are some properties. Let's say SOLPS plot command. For this I will select Rashi reg. Of course, other plot commands can be used. In this case, I use this because I know mostly most of the run directories contains them. The next plot command was resolve d. Oh, sorry. The third will be here. Will be the energy balance, and the energy analysis. And that's basically it. Now we have to save. Now we have to be a bit careful. If we save, like Control save, or like here, file save. If we save it like this means the next time we run SOLPS GUI, it will be out like this, like we save it in the designer. And I will demonstrate that. Let's go to my second shell we have like here. I have already the SOLPS GUI opened and source already. I will run SOLPS command. As you can see, it's basically opened at plots. So right now, of course, this plot do nothing. So I will go to the runs, select a benchmark, select run like this one, maybe standalone, go to under plots and click plot now. Now nothing actually now happens because these GNU plot widgets don't tell us anything, but if you go under the log, we will see a lot of TCSH process started. And basically these are the GNU plots. And we have to just see this and wait until they are finished. As you can see, GNU plot command energy analysis finished, ratio reg, result D, and energy balance finished. If we go back to the plots, we can see our plots. Now, because this is a interactive GNU plot, or basically an embedded GNU plot inside Qt, means that these plots are basically interactive. I can go here, do something there, zoom in, resize, etc. Select from the legend, and this is it. Of course, in the designer, I can change, add, or remove plots as I wish, and basically change and customize ad infinitum. Thank you and goodbye.